Personality tests. Any of the things from the chapter, terms, whatever the case might be, as much as you can for 2 minutes about bedroom and wallet. Go. Yeah, just kind of mingle, Blanca. All right, let's see. Looks like we've got Lashley's group up front. Lashley's group. In the back, we've got Yenman's group. Yenman's group. In the middle, Kevin's group. Kevin's group. In the way back, Kyle's group. Let's see, in the center over here, Luis's group. And then up at the very front, Olga.
When you say that, you have to make sure you make the connection very well.
Okay, about a minute in, you should have 14 things written down right now. 14 things.
Well, yeah. Well, the Adam Smith thing, you can say that Adam Smith is a proponent of laissez-faire, which actually...
Got about 30 seconds.
More of the regulation. So that doesn't really count. That's more regulation versus optional. What was the other one? Regulation. Yeah. So I guess, yeah.
15 seconds, almost out of time.
No.
Bedroom and wallet.
Waltz is like this liberal. Liberals are basically they're the Democrats.
And anything that falls between.
They're the people who say
5,
let's regulate the
4,
wallet and not
3,
conservatives
2,
completely.
1. Let's start with Lashley's group. Lashley's group, give me a fact.
Well,
Just one fact.
okay, conservatives are high for moral values but low economically.
Okay, conservatives are high on moral values. When you say high on moral values and low, what does that mean exactly?
That means
High and low what?
like distribution.
High distribution?
No, I mean
Low distribution.
Low distribution.
Which one is it?
It's high in regulation.
High and who's regulating what? What are we talking
The
about?
government.
The government. Okay, so conservatives believe, number one, in high government regulation of moral issues and low government regulation of wallet or economic issues. I'll go with that. Remember, be specific. Yenman's group, go.
I don't get how we use the article. Like,
If you start explaining it to me, I'll guide you on it.
Well, okay, so the one with the sex offender where he's not allowed to like see his child.
Yes.
That'd be like a bedroom situation.
Okay, it would be a moral regulation. Go ahead.
I don't know what else more to say about it.
What category does that fall in? What's that an example of? 5.
I don't know.
What's that article an example of? 4. Anybody in the group? Anybody in your group? What's that? Oh, explain the article to me then. What's going on in the article?
Like
3.
The dad was a registered sex offender, like
Guilty of.
guilt. They didn't say.
TikTok.
Oh, baby. 3. Anybody in the group? What was he guilty of?
Rape.
Rape. He was. Rape and sodomy. He was convicted. How long ago of rape and sodomy? About 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago. Okay, and what happened in the fine Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
Well, they kept like they were like looking after him when he had his kid. Like they took his kid away the next day.
Okay.
They wouldn't let her even see him.
He had no visitation rights.
He had no visitation or custody rights because he had been convicted sex offender 20 years before, even though he had a clean record. What is this an example of those 4 things in reference to bedroom and wallet? Because we diagrammed this. What were the 4? What's an example of? There are 4 categories. 5, 4, 3. What's that? Liberal, conservative. Is that right? No, they're out. What's the sex offender article example of? Populism was the example. Kevin's group, go.
Alright, for the Native American woman who wanted to treat her 13-year-old who had, I think, cancer.
Yeah.
And the government was saying you can't take him off of
Chemo.
chemo, right?
Right.
To do the native treatment.
To do their own, yeah.
Okay. So what's an example of?
Populist, because not
Populist.
only did they say how could she could spend her money, but also what she was allowed to do with her children? So
Yeah, they did actually in this regard. They were in there, and when you think about this, we're talking about children. Populists basically make decisions for people that can't make them for themselves, and they were looking out for the child in this regard, the 13-year-old kid that was suffering from cancer, and they did ultimately make the mother, as you said, keep the kid in chemo. Kyle Lars Group, go. Or Mike, or Alfredo.
Alright, libertarians is the government that operates the best, governs the least.
Libertarians say that the government operates less, governs least. And how do they fall on Bedroom and Wallet?
Low on morals and low on economics.
Low government
Regulation.
regulation on morals or bedroom issues and economics or wallet issues. Luis's group, go.
We have the Texas TD.
The Texas TT.
The
And
Texas.
make sure you enunciate that. This is going online now.
It's basically she was arrested because she was spreading a disease, and the government.
What disease?
It was AIDS.
So, and TT's a what?
Prostitute.
Okay, so she's an infected prostitute with the HIV virus. And what did Texas, Amarillo, Texas, decide they wanted to do to her?
Put her in jail
And?
and give her medical needs like.
They were going to meet her medical needs?
They were gonna.
No, they're gonna make her take the medical needs even if she doesn't like it.
They were going to require her to get medical treatment. And what was their logic behind this?
It's looking
To protect the society.
To protect society as a whole. So basically, she couldn't make decisions for herself. Government could make them better. We're looking out for her, but we're looking out for everybody at the same time. Olga's group, go.
A great example of a liberal ideology is in California, where they were doing construction, which cost a lot of money and would spend a long time to do.
They were doing
Because
construction.
They were doing
They were
construction.
building hospitals.
No.
They were building
doing
roads.
construction to build a road through a tunnel on a
They were
fault
building
line.
tunnels. Okay.
Yes. And they were doing this as an idea of, we want to improve the commerce. Help me out here, please. To improve the traffic. To improve the traffic.
What is a liberal, not necessarily in terms of bedroom and wallet, but what does a liberal believe in terms of the role of government?
That the role of government should be that they don't regulate moral things such as the bedroom thing as much, and they regulate more the economic.
That's true, but relating liberal to the tunnel idea, what is the liberal belief that would make them think that they could build a tunnel?
People can govern themselves.
People can govern themselves, and what else? Go ahead.
There will be more space for the because
There's more space.
because there's traffic, hard traffic, and
They're
people,
optimistic. So
What do you mean by optimistic? That's what I'm looking for.
They only look at the positive effects of this tunnel and don't see that building it on a fault line.
Their thought is that government can do good, and so we're going to get involved because we can take a problem and we can solve it through government, but they might not always be looking at the consequences.